This is the Phoenix, Arizona weather discussion for Wednesday, the 20th of February. I'm Michael Groff. A very chilly start to the day, and temperatures will remain around 15 degrees below average through the day today with increasing clouds. The big weather story will be a major winter storm moving through the southwest tomorrow and Friday, bringing rain and low elevation snows, breezy to locally windy conditions, and continued cold temperatures. How much rain or snow will we get? How cold will it be? How long does it all last? Let's talk about it. First, the almanac from yesterday. 57 degrees was the high in the valley after a morning low of 36, with our continued below average February just rolling on. Outside right now, here just before 7 a.m., we've got a few clouds out there. Otherwise, mostly clear skies to start this day. And 36 degrees at Sky Harbor. Dew points at 26, humidity 69%. The winds are light and the barometer is rising. Temperatures around the area this morning, 27 degrees out at Buckeye. It's 28 at Goldfield. It was in the mid-20s at last reported Fort McDowell. We don't have a current temperature there, but it is cold. Most of us, though, are around freezing or just above here throughout the metro. The upper air look this morning, the trough that brought in all this cold weather is now out over the Plain States, creating a mess there. Another system is developing over the Pacific Northwest. It will rapidly deepen and begin affecting us over the next 12 to 24 hours. The watch warning map, we've got winter storm warnings and winter weather advisories from the Midwest through the Northeast, flood and flash flood watches for a good portion of the mid and deep South. And out here in the West, well, you know the story by now. We've got a freeze warning here in effect for the valley until 9 a.m. this morning, and we've got winter storm warnings and winter weather advisories for much of northern and eastern Arizona. Pretty much if you're above about 3,500 or 4,000 feet, you are guaranteed to get snow here in Arizona over the next 48 hours. How about a winter weather advisory for Las Vegas as well, where they could see several inches of snow in at least a few spots. Even the Las Vegas Strip might get at least an inch of snow. And that would be snow for, the second or third time this month in Las Vegas. Very unusual. Convective outlook for today, a slight risk of severe storms over South Mississippi with a marginal risk for the adjacent states. And precipitation around here for the next 7 days. This is coming from the WPC. Rain amounts here in the valley, kind of an interesting gradient. We've got about a half inch or less for western Maricopa County. Here in central Maricopa County, around an inch. And over 2.5 inches for eastern and northeast Maricopa County. Much of that, at least over there, will come in the form of snow. Here in the valley, most of it will be rain. But we'll detail all of it now as we take a look at the models and find out what's going on. This is the GFS, the 06Z run. Valid at 5 o'clock this afternoon. This is the upper look at about 18,000 feet in the atmosphere. There's our cold trough developing out here in the western states, a very high amplitude pattern with a broad ridge over the northern Pacific up into the Gulf of Alaska and another big ridge over the South Atlantic and across Florida. So down at the surface today, we're looking at kind of a cold start, obviously, but sunny skies. We'll see increasing clouds through the day, though. Be a little bit breezy by this afternoon, especially over northern Arizona. Highs this afternoon should be in the mid-50s, so around 15 plus degrees below normal. Tonight, cloudy skies. Maybe a shower develops even as early as the mid to late evening. This is the 3-kilometer NAM, one of our high-resolution models tonight at 11 p.m., and it's depicting a few sprinkles, maybe a light shower here across central and eastern Maricopa County. So be alert for that, but we're not talking about any heavy rain this evening, but then showers will become likely after midnight. We'll have lows down in the low to mid 40s. It will be warmer thanks to the clouds and moisture coming in. Then tomorrow, here comes our Pacific weather system. The snow levels start out around 3,500 feet in the morning. They'll go up to about 4,500 feet through the day before coming back down again. And so here in the valley, cloudy skies, widespread rain, will be heavy at times during the afternoon. Just one of those situations where it rains most of, if not all day. Highs struggling to get out of the 40s. We might sneak into the low 50s, and it will be breezy. Here's the 3-kilometer NAM at noon tomorrow. You see that rain just coming on down. Tomorrow night, the rain continues. Lows getting into the 30s in spots, low 40s as the snow levels come down to about 3,000 feet. And then Friday is a very intriguing forecast because we go from a stratified rain event like Thursday to more of a convectively driven environment with the cold core of this system moving right overhead. So very unstable air. In fact, the thermal profiles are about the coldest you'll ever see here in February with thickness values at or just under 530 decameters here in Phoenix. So This is a cold and unstable situation. As a result, any showers that pop up, or maybe even an isolated thunderstorm, could briefly lower the snow levels to around 2,000 feet. So again, New River, Carefree, Cave Creek, North Scottsdale, Apache Junction, out there anywhere above about 2,000 feet, you might get a brief blast of snow or two on Friday. Not saying it's going to, but it is a distinct possibility with a setup like this. This is very similar to what we had in around the same time of late February of 2013, where much of the valley saw ice and snow coming down. Elsewhere, we could see some hail with the strongest cells sometime during the day Friday, especially in the midday and late afternoon hours. Otherwise, highs are going to stay in the 40s most of the day. We might get to 50 if we're lucky. And then by Friday night, that begins to move on out of here. Now, since we're talking about snowfall, let's take a look at the raw data coming off of the latest operational run of the European model here. And this looks pretty solid. Snowfall totals in excess of 20 inches, maybe upwards of 2 feet or more on the rim country, even Flagstaff, well over a foot of snow. And in northern Maricopa County, you could see up to 10 inches. Now, here in the valley, Phoenix proper, I don't think we're going to get any snow, but the outlying areas are right around us. There will be some spots that see just a little bit, perhaps. All right, then Saturday, the sun comes back out. High temperatures low to mid 50s. It'll still be very chilly. Sunday, we start the day out in the 30s. Highs get close to, if not into, the low 60s. Monday, we're in the mid 60s with mostly sunny skies. And then a few clouds coming through, but otherwise mostly sunny on Tuesday with highs in the mid and upper 60s. In fact, some of the guidance now suggests we'll be around 70, which will feel like a heat wave by comparison. And that's still a couple of degrees below our climatological averages. Here's a week from today. This is Wednesday, the 27th. A zonal flow, and temperatures should be pretty close to normal at this point. We'd be in the low 70s. Going out 10 days to the end of the period, this is Friday, the 1st of March. It's the start of meteorological spring, believe it or not, and looks like a ridge over southwest Mexico, kind of a zonal or quasi-zonal flow in here. Heights a bit above average. Rain west of the state. So maybe some clouds in here, and temperatures likely in the mid-70s. Lows will probably be in the 50s at this point, if that verifies. Let's take a look at those temperatures through the period coming off of the GFS Ensemble. And yes, I think these numbers are a bit too warm for Thursday and especially Friday. Highs probably barely making it to 50. And then we'll see that dramatic warm up for next week and as we go into March, as you might expect. And that's going to do it for the Phoenix, Arizona weather discussion for today. My next video back here tomorrow morning. If you like our videos, be sure to subscribe so that whenever we post a brand new one, you'll get the notifications. And your comments, questions, and suggestions are always encouraged as well. Be safe out there. Thank you so much for watching. Really do appreciate it. And have yourselves a great Wednesday.